Mad world beats outside our...
Hey, Scott.
You beat me out of medical again. How long?
Not long. Weeks. Enough to... get started.
Started on what? The Hyperion? Meridian?
One and the same. Capital ship, capital city. The home for humanity.
We did it, Dad. Are you okay? You and Sam?
Our connection has been restored. I am once again able to help the Pathfinder activate Remnant technology.
But does he still need to?
I adapted to use Remnant without him, but it's not advisable.
Dr. Carlyle estimates an 80% risk of further hemorrhaging.
Further being the alarming part. For you and me both, Scott.
Pathfinder, the Nexus leaders are waiting for us.
Go on. I bet it's real important.
It always is.
The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
All right, get to it. What's so important?
Initiative protocol. Thanks to you, we can finally proceed as intended.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
I can handle a hot potato, but why throw it to me in the first place?
Because we need it to be legitimate.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
I put forward Pathfinder Reka. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Reka keeps the position and timeline in the Nexus family.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus the Moshae would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
If we're going to treat Helios like a home, we need to acknowledge whose home it is. I won't name anyone. I support asking the Moshae to act as interim ambassador.
Meridian's opening day, and we're surrendering how much influence?
That's the point, you colonial ward. Scott is feeling better? Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
Can't wait. Watching viability go up makes it all worthwhile. Goddamn, I'm boring.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Thinking of trading in your pilot's chair for some muddy boots?
Not even slightly. I know what I'm good for. I don't pretend to understand everything. But Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Of course. And keeping my ship is a plus. I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Though, please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
Part 6721 through 6745, fully detailed and resealed.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second Wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First Wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second Wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Darla Voss Hyperion, Placements Officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Iora Pillay, you're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Hunter Carey, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll pay it forward, I swear. Need a hand?
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
Couldn't have done it without you and the Resistance. But mostly you.
That's kind. I'm glad I rose to meet your expectations. To think that When we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those where everyone walks off into the sunset, holding hands?
At a time like this, I think it's strange that you can't resist making a joke.
I can't so. Jal, our people. Actually, no, I can't.
Actually, I kind of like it.
It's overwhelming. I don't know where to start.
Sarah, kept a seat for you. In your planet. That's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Scott woke up. How's he doing?
He's exactly where he should be. I'm sure he'd disagree.
So, you're telling me you're having trouble explaining limits to a rider? Hey, know who I just talked to? A second-wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
I slip out whenever there's a gap in the paperwork, just to look at it.
I feel you. Just ground under our feet, knowing it's ours. I can't wait for more people to wake up. Enjoy it, Pathfinder Rider. Tomorrow, we're back on the job.
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
What's the word on the street?
Ryder saves the day, Pathfinder of the century. You know, the usual.
Still?
Get used to it. They're gonna name things after you when you die, and probably even before. So we heading out again soon?
Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore.
That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
Seeing you two in cahoots makes me all misty.
You know this is your fault, right? Helping us along? Helios has really turned into the fresh start I wanted. In so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready. How's things?
So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
What should I be hearing?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Ark Kira. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Ark. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
It's patchy, and there's no traceable vector, I assume?
It bounced through the Scourge. I've doubled long-range probes, but...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.